Hey guys, this is E with Scrapbooking with Me, and we're going to make I want to call it a triple layer Z-fold card today. So we're going to see how this turns out. You're going to need a piece of cardstock that is 10 inches by 7 inches. So this is going to be a 5 by 7 card when it's finished. So I think they call that an A7, I do believe. Alright, you're going to score at 2.5. So at 2.5, and then at 5. So that's your scoring, 2.5 and 5 on that piece. Alright, this is going to be our front panel piece, and we're going to go ahead and glue this together before we score it, just so that we can have all of our score lines in the same place. Okay, and keep in mind that all of these measurements and photos and everything will be over on my blog. So put this in your scoreboard on the long way, and we're going to score at 5, and then at 7.25. 7.25. So 5 and 7.25, and we're just going to fold that like that. So that's going to be that fold. Alright, we'll lay this scoreboard aside. I'm going to go ahead and take my bone folder and give these a little burnish. And then this one is going to fold in that Z fold style as well. So you're going to fold the first one like a mountain and the next one a valley. And as you can see, that makes your part of your Z fold there. And then when you measure this, it is a 5 by 7 card. Okay, let's put some mats on before we go any further. I'm going to double mat everything. I'm going to use this paper that came in our kit for July. So, let me see. Alright, this mat is cut at 2 by 6.5. And then this top one is cut at 1 3/4 by 6.25, and they'll go, you'll need 2 of those, and they'll go right there and right there. So we'll go ahead and put these down. I started to call these storks. No, they're not storks. I don't know, that just popped into my mind that they're storks. I think they're called flamingos, but that's what we're gonna, that's the paper that we're gonna use. As I said, it came in our July kit. The kit really had some pretty papers in it. And this is going to have quite a large frame around it, but that's what I want because I want it to look like the skies in the background. So, and then this one that goes right here is the same size, so we're going to do the same thing on it. And then this one that goes on this big piece over here, this is cut at 4 3/4 by 6.5. And then this one is cut at 4.5 by 6.25. Alright, so there are our mats on. This piece that we have right here is going to go just like this. We're going to put it, start at about, let's see how far up from the bottom. About a 1/2 inch from the bottom. Going to bring it up like that, and then this is going to go over here just like that. So we need to glue up to this score line, but don't glue any further than that. Alright, and then this is going to come over here to this side just like that. And I'm just going to make sure by using my T-ruler, I'm going to make sure that I get this straight. Just going to bring it up there. Just like that. And then I'm going to mark these little spots right here where it's going to go. Alright, so then we need to put some glue just on this part right here. Right, so there's the way your card will fold up, and now it's just a matter of decorating. Now I have cut this out to go on here, And I'm thinking I should have probably cut it out of this blue to make it stand out a little bit more. But instead of going back and recutting it and just wasting this piece, what I'm going to do is I'm going to emboss it. So we're going to emboss it with our clear embossing powder. And what I have done is I've cut this out of a die cut, and then I took 3 layers, I cut it out 3 times and just glued them together. Then we're just going to put some embossing powder over that. Okay, we're just going to heat this up. Make sure that your heat tool gets really hot before you put it to it. And while that is sticky and hot, we're going to dip it back in there again. Okay, I think I'm going to dip it one more time. So we're going to put it back on here. Soak it up good. And this is just the Versamark ink. So that is what it looks like. And I think that will make it stand out. Oh yes, that's going to make it stand out even more. Now we have 2 little strips, because this is going to be like a box card. And we're going to put 2 little strips in here. These are cut at 3.5 by 1 inch. And we're just going to, let me grab my little score board. We're just going to score each end at 1/2 inch. So that's all you need to do there. And you're going to fold one way and one the other, just like that. And then these are going to go down in here. And we're going to glue one on this side, and then we're going to leave the other end loose. So what I am going to use is my ATG gun. That way I know I can move it for a while. So go ahead and put your adhesive on both sides, but only press one of them down for right now. Whoops, I think I put that on the same side. Oh well, we'll have one that's on the same side. So we're going to go ahead and put this one in. And put it down where it won't show, so I put it down about right there. And then we're going to put the other one back toward the back. So while they're in there like that, go ahead and kind of start pressing your card down. And then they will glue where they need to in there. If you try to put them across, they're not going to glue right. So I always just close the card up and put them down in there that way. So there they are. So there we go. Those are in there. And now we've got just a ton of little cutouts that we did using those new dies that we showed you. These are the new dies that we have from Pink Fresh, and we just used some of the different little pieces out of there to cut a bunch of these, and we're just going to glue them around in some different areas on here. And I know this is going to be hard for you to see, but if I lay it down like that, I can't see where I'm gluing. So we're just going to do the best we can, and I'll show you afterwards kind of what it looks like. So we glued the Celebrate on, and I just glued it on with my art glitter glue. And then I've glued some of these in here, and then some of these on the side and up here. And then we need to just kind of finish it off a little bit. So I'm thinking I might put that flower there. What do you think? I wish you could tell me what you think. I'm going to try to bring some blues in since that background is blue. So, and I want some larger flowers. So we're going to try to put that there. Make it look like it's coming off of that stem. And then I want to bring that green up here. So I'm going to put that one right there, I think. So let's see what that looks like. And then I have some of these little flowers, and I thought about just setting that inside there like that. And then this one back over there on that side. And that's a little bit heavy for that stem, but I'll show you how I'm going to fix that. Just a second. There we go. That looks like the flowers are actually in there. So since this is a little bit heavy for that stem, I'm going to add another stem behind it and glue that on that one to just kind of brace it up a little bit. And I think I might cut some of these little leaves off just so it won't be looking, we don't want it to be too branchy. So all I'm going to do is glue this one on the back side. That'll kind of give it a little bit more strength and hold that up. There we go. I need something right here, so I cut out some of these butterflies, and I think I might put that butterfly right there because we want to cover up the ends of those stems. So let's put him right there like he's ready to get around those flowers. And then we have another one that we can put up here in this corner. And I have a little one that I want to put down here. And these are all cut from a little butterfly die that I have. I will try to find it. I've had it forever and a day. Let me show you in just a second when I get this glued down. This is what it looks like, and I've never cut them apart. I just use them just like they are. But if I can find that, I will link it for you in the comments below. I love it. I use it all the time. Of course, you know I love butterflies. So, okay, so that is looking like that. It looks really busy, don't it? But sometimes I like busy cards. Sometimes you need a little bit busy. I think I might put that one right there to just kind of even up that green. Alright, so what do we think? Now we need bling, of course. So I've got all of this left, but now I do need some bling on here. I'm thinking I'm going to put some stickles, some of my diamond stickles on the butterflies, and then I'll put some bling down the center of them. I have some of this that's just a very pale green, so we'll put a little bit of that in the center of the butterflies. Okay, and now just some stickles and we will be finished. And this is a very, very detailed card. Very busy, but like I said, sometimes I like busy, sometimes I like just plain. It just all depends on who you're giving it to, really. And what mood I'm in that day. And today I'm in a busy mood. So see what those stickles do to that butterfly. Don't that make that beautiful? I love my stickles. And it doesn't take these very long to dry. I've had lots of people say I don't like to use stickles because it takes a long time to dry. If you put a thick layer, it might, but I don't put a real thick layer on here. I just put a thin layer on and spread it around, and it usually dries within 20 minutes or so. And that's, I leave my card laying aside anyway, usually overnight, so that's good. So see, it kind of brings that flower, it divides that flower from the stem. So it doesn't look like just part of the stem, and you don't have to cut a different color to put on top of it. And you could put any color stickles on here that you want. You know that my favorite's the diamond, so that's what I use most often. And then just a little bit on the tips of these. So there it is. That's our card. See all those stickles on there, how much brighter it makes everything. And you could always put stickles or glossy accents or something over here if you wanted to. I think I might leave it just as is. I hope you enjoyed our card for the day. If you did, please give us a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. And when that little bell pops up, click that little bell so that you'll be notified every time we put up a new video. We will talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.